Hey everyone, this episode is going to be all about my 2021 whitetail deer season. So this year, me and Braden decided to do something different, which was filming our hunts. So with that, we made the decision to take turns filming each other. So on a day we could hunt together, one guy would be the cameraman, and the following day we could hunt together, the cameraman would turn into the shooter, just to give it a fair opportunity to harvest one of our target deer that we are both going after. So the camera kind of ended up being more of a challenge than I think either of us had expected. The added weight and just the time it took to set up in the mornings was it was draining at times, if we're being honest. But we are going to take you through all the hunts that I was on as the shooter starting in September, and we will catch up later.
Hey guys, we just got set up here, Braden's at the other tree filming today. We're on a new piece, and we just set up on like the first decent amount of sign we saw. There's a good trail on a fence crossing here, and there's a couple rubs in the area. So we bumped one deer already. Well, we didn't bump it, but as we were setting up, it came down the trail. It looked like a doe. So she didn't blow or anything, she just kind of bounded away. She didn't smell us, we had good wind here, so hopefully as the night goes on, one of the bucks that made the rub comes down the trail and hopefully it's a gooder and we get a shot. So yeah, we'll see.
Hey guys, so as you've seen in that last clip of our hunt there on October 9th, um, we had a few deer up close. There was a few does and fawns that came up to the fence line and took off that were not in the video. But I strongly believe that you can learn something from every hunt. And I'm not sure if you guys picked up on it, but when the doe hopped over the fence, she walked a little bit and then put her nose to the ground. And I believe that is because she smelled Braden and I's ground scent. So as we were searching for the spot to hang our sets, we kind of walked past where we ended up sitting, which was like just on top of a very, very small ridge. And what the deer were doing, they were coming down that trail, hopping the fence, and then they were taking the same path the buck took, which was actually in the bottom of a little drainage on the bottom side of this ridge. And moving forward, what we are more conscious of doing is slowing it down when you're trying to find your set. So you avoid going past where you want to hang your tree stand, to avoid doing what the doe did. Although she like stuck around in very close proximity, for a few minutes there, she was kind of alerted. I don't think she knew we were there. I was only 5 feet up in that tree, and she didn't see me from 5 yards. It was a pretty cool experience. But moving forward, I'd keep that in mind. Always try and like sit back, and like go in more slowly, and try and pick your tree from a distance so that you don't have that end up happening. So she doesn't catch your scent. You don't really want to be walking where you suspect they're going to be moving, and that was my mistake. That was our first time on that property, so we were trying to power scout through there to set up the stands, and we walked a little farther than I think we should have. So that is my takeaway from that hunt: slow things down and be more cautious about where you're walking when you're going into an area for the first time.
Hey everyone, we just got set up here. It's 7:15. We're sitting the ground across from where we had the
Hey guys, as you can see from that last video there, we rattled in that buck. He came trotting in about 10-15 minutes after our sequence was over. What I think went wrong on that deer was I believe he caught the glare of the camera lens off of the sun. The sun was coming up, and as we turned the camera to follow the deer, he made direct eye contact with the camera lens. I don't believe he saw us. We were tucked away behind some brush, but the camera was sitting up higher, and I think that's what gave us away. He didn't cross any of our trails, and our wind was good in that scenario, but that was one of the instances the camera may have shot ourselves in the foot with the camera. So yeah, he was only about 60 yards away tops. The fence was about 35 to 40, and he was really only 20 yards max outside of the fence. But that wasn't a shot I was comfortable taking, and he really didn't give us much time to make that decision. He was on like high alert, it seemed, after he made eye contact with the camera. But he made the year, so we're very excited to chase that deer next year. And now we will take you to November 19th.
guys, my 2021 Manitoba Whitetail season is officially over. Still have a doe tag that I might go try and fill somewhere out east or out by Portage. Not quite sure yet. The buck that I shot definitely isn't fork. I misidentified him. He has the 3-point side on his left side, and fork is a 3x3 through and through. He's also probably about 5 years younger than fork is. But I got caught up, heat of the moment. Got excited. That I was excited. I thought it was fork. Shot him, and unfortunately, I had to put another one in him. As I think I might have hit him a little bit high. I think I might have spined him, honestly. So that always sucks. It's never good to see a deer suffer, and I personally hate when I make bad shots and misidentify deer. But nonetheless, he's dead, and my season's done. This was my first deer ever on camera, so I'm looking forward to all the good meals and sharing my food with my friends and family. So thank you. Well, just got back out into the bush, went home, dropped off my camera, uploaded the footage, rewatched it. Looks good. The camera definitely saw something that I didn't. Because if I would have identified him, I don't think I would have shot him. But I'm super happy right now. First year on camera. It's been a grueling year. Did not realize how much more effort it takes to take camera gear out every time. You got the added weight, and then it honestly took me about half an hour longer to set up each time. So now I'm just taking home the groceries. Got no one around today either, so got a lot of work to do ahead of me here. My girlfriend's writing exams right now. Doesn't know I shot a deer, so I'm gonna go surprise her. She's done her midterms today, so maybe get some wine and roses and celebrate that she's done the midterm and that I'm tagged out. So now to get Braden on, a big boy.